Double bolster with support. So you'll need 2 blankets and 2 bolsters. And first you're going to take one of the blankets and fold it in half. So it's just enough support for your arm. And then another one, fold that in half and place them on either side of your mat. And then take 2 bolsters parallel with about 5 or 6 inches between them. Once you have this set up, lie down and place your top shoulders on the bolster closest to you. And then with your feet on the floor, press yourself back over that bolster so that it opens your chest. And then take the top bolster for your head and angle it slightly upwards so that it grabs the tops of your shoulders and pulls them down. And it really holds them down. Then when you go to extend your arms, you'll simply place them on the bolsters, taking a more supported variation of double bolster. Tuck your upper buttocks towards your heels, and then simply straighten your legs together and let your feet roll out to the sides. Let go everywhere. If one blanket on either side of you under your arms is not enough, you can always add extra height using other blankets, especially those of you who've had surgeries in your chests and shoulders. You may need extra support. Don't be afraid to take it, ever. We practice yoga normally in a classroom setting, where a sequence of postures is being taught to a group of people. But can you look deeper as you take this practice into your home and adjust where you need adjusting? Yoga is an individual art and science. And what might be good for some may not be the best for others. So be willing to take care of yourself in this practice and take variations if you need to. Let yourself settle in and feel the gentle opening of your chest and armpits as you stay supported by the bolsters, the blankets, and the floor. And allow your awareness to turn inward towards your breath, keeping you in this present moment, this here and now. In a place where you can absorb and receive the benefits of this posture. And then very slowly bend your elbows and bring your hands to your ribs. And then bend both knees and place your feet on the floor and take them wide as your mat, and let your knees fall into one another. Now very slowly roll to your right side. And as you roll, push that bolster out from underneath you, that's under your chest, and come all the way up, coming all the way out of the pose. Sit in simple cross legs for a moment and receive. L block, using a vertical block. So you'll start with a few blankets and one block. And you'll take that block and set it vertically on your mat on the medium height. And then you're going to take those 3 blankets and fold them in half to make quite a bit of a high pillow. If you look at the shape of the blankets and the block, they make an L. And then when you're ready, sit quite a bit away from that block and arc your chest and lie back. You want to place this block in your upper back. So none of the block should be touching your lower back or even your middle back. Your sternum takes up the top half of your front chest. You want that block to be directly under your sternum. And then you'll simply rest your head on that comfy stack of blankets. And take your arms out to the sides, palms face up. And today we'll take a simple cross-legged position with our legs. However, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can always do this pose with straight legs. Notice how the block in your upper back allows your arms and chest to open and allows a gentle stretch in your armpit, chest, shoulders, upper arms. Bring your awareness to your upper back muscles that are in contact with that block. And put a minor grip in those muscles to help lift your chest a little bit more. This grip into the block informs your back muscles so that when you take unsupported back bends, you're able to call on the help of those upper back muscles to create an evenness in your spine and protect you from injury. So you practice that contact here. Now very slowly, change the cross of your legs. And if you've decided to keep straight legs in this pose, you simply stay. And even though you took that change of the cross of your legs, allow the rest of your body to stay soft and supported. Resist the temptations to make many adjustments, but simply turn right back into the posture. Keeping that minor grip in your upper back as you stay here. Allowing that block to give you feedback. Now very slowly uncross your legs and take both feet to the floor. Lengthen your low back. And then come up chest first, head last. And sit simple cross legs. And receive. L block with a horizontal block. So for this pose, you need 1 block and 3 blankets. You'll place the block horizontally on the medium setting on your mat, and then fold the 3 blankets so that they make a nice, high, elevated pillow. When you're ready, sit in front of your setup and know that you're going to be taking this horizontal block into your upper back. So arc your chest and lie back, finding that spot just behind your chest. And then simply rest your head on the blankets and take simple cross legs with your legs. If simple cross legs is not comfortable for you, you can simply take your legs straight. Let your arms fall down by your sides, palms face up, and turn your attention inside. As you stay here, notice the connection between your back and the block. And see if you can put a minor grip in the muscles that are resting on that block to lift your chest a little bit more. In the variations of L block, we can teach our backs how to work in the musculature around our spine in a very soft and subtle way with feedback. This will be very helpful for us as we start to move into poses that are more unsupported, as the nature of our upper backs are round, which means that those muscles are in a constant state of stretch. And here we have the opportunity to bring a little bit of strength to that area. Very slowly change the cross of your legs, not allowing your upper body and shoulders or arms to move, but simply just your legs. So even though this feels like a very supported posture, as I mentioned, it's a great opportunity to build strength in a subtle way. And yoga is the perfect combination of strength and flexibility. And if having a strong, healthy back is something that you would like, It's extremely important to have both that strength and flexibility to support your structure and to bring fluidity to your spine. This pose offers you both. Let yourself go. And then very slowly, take both feet to the floor. Bring your hands underneath your buttocks and use your elbows and arms to press yourself up, chest first, head last. Come to simple cross legs. Rest your hands on your thighs and receive. Setubandha Sarvangasana. For this pose, you're going to need 2 bolsters and a belt. So you're going to start by taking the bolsters and placing them vertically on your mat in a line so that they make one long bolster. This is going to support your entire body so that you're able to fully let go in this pose. You're going to sit on the middle of the bolsters, take your belt, and make a loop. And then you're going to place both feet, one at a time, in the belt. And you're just going to loosely belt your ankles. So you're not trying to make this belt tight, but you should have about 2 to 4 inches between your ankle bones. And just make sure that the belt buckle is not touching your skin. And then you're going to lie down so that your entire back, your neck, and even the back of your head is supported on the bolsters. And then you're going to slide your body back on those bolsters so that the skin of your upper body goes over your shoulders and down your back. This will help to hold your chest open. And to keep you in a position where your armpit chest feels free and your upper chest feels really much more open than your normal posture. Sometimes when I do this pose, oftentimes, I'll find I need to push just a little bit more so that my shoulders are firmly on the floor. The back of your head rests gently on the floor. And then because of the nature of the props, your sternum moves towards your chin. There's such an openness of your chest that it allows your chin and sternum to come closer to one another, which creates a squeezing of the front of your neck, which is really good for your thyroid. Be mindful to not press the back of your head. Be mindful to not grip the 2 sides of your throat. Let your legs go, let your feet go. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. So this is a beautifully supportive, restorative variation of Setubandha Sarvangasana, which is a variation of shoulder stand. And whenever we practice shoulder stand or a variation of, we can tune ourselves into the nurturing qualities of these poses. Salamba Sarvangasana is often called the mother pose of yoga because of those nurturing qualities, because you feel held, you feel supported. And when you come out of one of these types of poses, you feel better. So allow the props to hold your body open, to bring a gentle stretch to the abdomen, gentle opening to the rib cage, and a softening of your lower body. Those of you who have back pain when you start to open your chest or do any sort of backward bending motion may find that this variation of Settubandha Sarvangasana serves you really nicely. And this is because there's a little bit of space between the legs. We're not hard belting the ankles, but there's a little bit of room for your feet to be organic. And so this will relieve pressure from the low back. But you may still feel a little bit of sensation there. Don't be alarmed. This is normal. We are still opening the chest. And for those of us who have a rounded chest or do a lot of work sitting or driving, anytime we start to open the chest, the pressure gets pushed to the low back or the neck. So just a reminder that in yoga, there is pain that comes along this path to finding freedom in your body. And we have to be willing to turn and face that pain. In our normal lives, we oftentimes will run away from pain or avoid pain, but in yoga, it's a little bit different. Now, very slowly, I want you to take your feet out of the belt, so it should be loose enough to allow you to do that easily. Take your feet to either side of the bolster and rest your knees on one another. Make this effortless so that they're falling into one another, so that there's nothing in your legs holding your knees together. Simply rest here for a moment. And then very slowly turn to your right side. Come all the way off that bolster. Turn down to come up. And take a simple cross-legged seat. Place your palms on your thighs and rest. Settubandha Sarvangasana. For this variation of this pose, we're going to use one bolster. This is the most simple variation of Settubandha Sarvangasana, but it has deeply profound effects on the body and the mind. So you'll start by placing your bolster vertically on your mat, and then you're going to sit on the far edge of the bolster and lie your entire back down on the bolster. So your neck is supported and even the back of your head touches the bolster. And then without lifting your body up, you're going to hold the bolster and slide your body back until your shoulders come to the floor, until they become firm on the floor. It's always a good idea to take a little extra push with your feet and just make sure that your shoulders are on the floor. And then slowly straighten your legs. And take your heels to the outer edges of your mat. Let your feet roll out to the sides and allow your palms to turn upwards with your arms down by your sides. The back of your head rests gently on the floor. And your entire front body gets a nice, even, gentle stretch. gentle extension. Soften your bottom jaw. Allow your bottom teeth to fall away from your top teeth, softening your throat, your cheeks, your lips. Turn your attention from the outer world to your inner world. And search for any areas of your body that are holding on. This variation of Setubandha Sarvangasana is meant to hold you. So you don't have to do any of the holding here. The beauty of using props in this way is that they give you access into these profoundly healing poses without requiring the body to be super flexible. They give you access to receive. And to receive, you must remain quiet. So now very slowly, I want you to just widen your arms a little bit so that you feel just a little bit more opening, a gentle stretching coming into the armpit chest. But the movement only comes in the hands and the lower arms. The body remains still. The body remains in its receivership. Senior Iyengar yoga teacher Patricia Walden says that every pose has a do, a doing, a done, and a receiving. So we make the poses shape, and we make our little adjustments and our movements and our extra pushes and pulls here and there. And then the pose is done, and we receive the magic. And if you feel the invitation, I invite you to take your arms a little wider, inviting a little bit more stretch across your upper chest and armpits. But make sure not to be in your ego when you take these wider arm positions. Move slowly and gently. There's no need to push. And now very slowly, I want you to take your hands and place them back on your ribs. Feel your heart beat. And then bend both knees. Take your feet wide and rest your knees on one another. Your face remains soft. And then very slowly roll to your right side, coming all the way off that bolster, and turn down to come up. Take a simple cross-legged seat. Rest your palms on your thighs and go in. Purvottanasana, extended stretch of the east. In this pose, we're going to use 2 bolsters. This pose can be done in a few different types of variations, but this is the most relaxed and the easiest on the body. So you're going to take 2 bolsters and you're going to place them vertically on your mat in a line so that you make one long bolster. You'll take a pillow for your head, and then you're simply going to sit in the middle of the bolsters and adjust your body so that you can lie down with enough room to place your head on that pillow. You'll take a moment, lift your buttocks up and push your upper buttocks towards your heels to elongate your low back. Then I want you to take your legs and extend them, spreading them about as wide as your mat and allowing your feet to simply roll out. We're going to do a few different arm positions in this posture, so today we'll start with the hands folded on the belly, on the upper abdomen, wherever is comfortable for you on your torso. Starting in this way will allow the gentle stretch to come across the top chest without being too much right away. Turn your awareness, your attention in. And let your entire body relax. With your hands on your torso, feel the rise and fall of your belly and chest as you breathe the vitality of life. And scan your body, checking for any tension that might be in your face, in your jaw, your arms, your legs, your lips, your teeth, your ears, your throat. And see if you can release that tension. As we stay in these restorative poses, we must remain diligent, looking for the areas of our body that unconsciously hold. Oftentimes, this shows up in things like the belly, or the back of a leg or a heel. And as you become intimately aware of your body, you'll find that most often you hold in the same areas in all the postures. So you begin to learn where to look first to make those softening adjustments. Allow your breath to move slow, smooth, and even through your nose. Letting your lips, your mouth, your tongue, your jaw remain soft. And then very slowly, I want you to lower your arms to the floor and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. And this may not seem like a far ways to go. It's not. But a lot of you will feel that there's a new opening of the chest that comes. And that there's a stronger release of the armpit chest skin. For some of you, you'll feel a vulnerability that comes with releasing the arms down. Notice what happens for you. Some of you will prefer to feel that gentle stretch in your armpits and chest, shoulders. Let your hands be soft. And turn your awareness to stillness. Turn your awareness to your inner strength. And then very slowly once more, bend your elbows and take them back to your torso, allowing your hands to rest gently on your ribs. And then slowly bend one leg at a time, placing your feet on the floor and being aware that you're up on those bolsters. Slowly roll off the bolsters, off to your right. Turn downwards to press yourself upwards. And then come to a simple cross-legged position. Place your hands on your thighs and rest. And now it's time for Shavasana. Today we're going to take Shavasana with a bolster underneath your knees. And this is really nice for the low back. So you'll start with a blanket for your head. You're going to fold it so that it's a thin blanket. It's just giving you comfort between your skull and the floor. And then set the bolster underneath your knees. And as you lie back, adjust the bolster so it's directly underneath your knees. And before you straighten your legs, lift your buttocks up, push your upper buttocks towards your heels, and then slowly straighten your legs, allowing that bolster to support behind your knees, while still keeping both heels on the ground. Make any adjustments to your head and neck, and then allow your arms to come down by your sides. Let go everywhere, let loose everywhere. Some days it feels like dropping into Shavasana is very easy. And other days it can feel like one of the hardest poses that we practice. So use this time to bring your awareness to softening, surrendering, letting go of the body, letting go of the mind, the thoughts. Just for this moment, followed by this moment, followed by this moment. Knowing that everything that you need to tend to is waiting for you after this Shavasana, that there's no need to put your attention there. It's coming for you. Put your attention on your surrender. Let go of your practice. Let go of the poses, the judgments, the successes, the failures. Let go of all of that. And in the words being spoken, it makes this process sound easy. But that is up to you. So as you lay here with your eyes closed, see if you can broaden your focus inside your mind. Allow your eyes to sink into the sockets and to move outward. And notice as you allow your eyes to move outward, your attention moves inward. Soften all the muscles of your face. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth, separate your teeth and wet your lips, and allow yourself to feel free in your body, free in your mind. Making space and room for the energy of your practice to descend upon your being. The afterglow, allowing, inviting, opening to the beautiful benefits of the practice that you just did for yourself. Allow your mind and your body to soften to this energy. And then slowly bend your elbows and place your hands on your lower belly. And bend both knees into your chest and roll to your right side, resting on your side. Turn down to come all the way up and find a simple cross-legged seat. Join your palms together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for your practice today. Namaskar. Have a wonderful day.